The global economy is recovering from the worst crisis of the past 50 years, but growth is not yet translated into strong job creation in the private sector. Indeed, the unemployment rate is still very close to the historical peak that was reached at the end of 2009. In the meantime, many of those who have lost their job during the crisis have been spending a lot of time in unemployment. And many workers have been seeing their working time be reduced, and they're seeing a lower pay. Going forward, our projections suggest that unemployment is stabilizing, will start declining in 2011, but till by the end of 2011, the unemployment rate will not be much lower than what it is today. This implies that the OECD country will still be missing about 15 million jobs to go back to where they were in 2007, at the beginning of the economic crisis. The government in many OECD countries are facing a twin daunting challenge, helping the many unemployed and underemployed, while at the same time start tackling the often unprecedented fiscal deficit. Given the problems in the labour market, I think a strong case can be made to maintain adequate resources for labour market programs. But it becomes essential to focus on the most effective programs and on the most disadvantaged people in the labour market. For example, many countries in the OECD have introduced or scaled up programs to support the reduction in working time. This has arguably helped protecting a number of jobs during the recession. But as the recovery gains momentum, it is important to shift the focus from preservation of existing jobs into jump-starting job creation in the private sector. At the same time, it's very important to provide adequate income support to the unemployed and also to the long-term unemployed. But it becomes essential to combine the income support with effective, strong incentive for job search, and also to help the unemployed through effective re-employment services, job search assistance, training and retraining for those who need it, as well as public employment for the most disadvantaged unemployed. It's really the combination of policies to jumpstart job creation in the private sector, provide adequate support, income support to the unemployed, and effective re-employment services that we can bring our economy into a stronger but also more sustainable and fair economic recovery.